Faith, muttered Passepartout, somewhat flurried. I've seen people at Madame Tussaud's as lively as my new master. Madame Tussaud's people, let it be said, are of wax and are much visited in London. Speech is all that is wanting to make them human. During his brief interview with Mr. Fogg, Passepartout had been carefully observing him. He appeared to be a man about 40 years of age, with fine, handsome features and a tall, well-shaped figure. His hair and whiskers were light, his forehead compact and unwrinkled, his face rather pale, his teeth magnificent. His countenance possessed in the highest degree what physiognomists call repose in action, a quality of those who act rather than talk. Calm and phlegmatic with a clear eye, Mr. Fogg seemed a perfect type of that English composer which Angelica Kauffman has so skillfully represented on canvas. Phileas Fogg was, indeed, exactitude personified, and this was betrayed even in the expression of his very hands and feet. He was so exact that he was never in a hurry, was always ready, and was economical alike of his steps and his motions. He never took one step too many, and always went to his destination by the shortest cut. He lived alone and, so to speak, outside of every social relation. As for Passepartout, he was a true Parisian of Paris. Passepartout was by no means one of those pert dunces depicted by Molière. He was an honest fellow with a pleasant face, lips a trifle protruding, soft-mannered and serviceable. His eyes were blue, his complexion rubicund, his figure almost portly and well-built, his body muscular and his physical powers fully developed by the exercises of his younger days. His brown hair was somewhat tumbled, for, while the ancient sculptors are said to have known 18 methods of arranging Minerva's dresses, Passepartout was familiar with but one of dressing his own. 3 strokes of a large tooth comb completed his toilette. It would be rash to predict how Passepartout's lively nature would agree with Mr. Fogg. Passepartout had been a sort of vagrant in his early years and now yearned for repose, but so far he had failed to find it.